So hello, welcome to another YouTube video. So we're gonna talk about rejections. So earlier that was me rambling about uh, the thing, and I'm trying to learn how to deliver this effectively because I don't want you guys to listen to me ramble on something walang structure. So I wrote everything down after hearing myself irritatingly rambling along. Uh, so the question was, how do you handle rejections? And how do you handle rejections as an artist? So I got it laid out, and by all means, I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert in this, and for sure, other professionals, other artists have encountered a lot more rejections that I had. Um, but I do have experience with rejections, specifically rejections for for applications, for rejections from yeah, job applications or interviews or proposals and things like that. So let me share you my thoughts about dealing with rejections, not really handling rejections. So one, um, I think I'm able to deal with rejections because I get my ego in check. Um, so I can imagine if you have a high ego and you're overly confident about your skill. I can imagine if you get rejected with that confidence and ego, dealing with rejection can be more challenging. Um, so based on experience, and I think I'm able to handle rejection um, pretty well, and I don't let the pain from rejection linger because I'm able to do that because my ego is in check. So before I even apply to any jobs, I've already compared my work with elite professionals, and I already know that my skill level is not at all in comparison, or not at all at their level. So there's some sort of self-deprecation to my work. Um, and I'm honest about the skill level and the things that I can't do as well. Um, so yeah, so uh, my mindset after I compare my work with other artists is that um, my skill level is there, and there are levels to this game, and I'm at a certain level that there's definitely a good chance that an employer will take another artist over me. So, um, but you always, I mean, I am confident about my skill. I'm not gonna apply for a job that I know that I can't um, deliver skillfully. I'm confident with my abilities before even tackling a certain project. But um, I equally prepare for uh, the chances that they will pick somebody else. Okay. Um, the way you uh, I guess one comment that I saw from Facebook, it's from Jimbo. Rejections are wins, right? So it is true. Um, they are wins, and I think they are wins as long as you learn from those rejections, right? So at first you'd start with an ego that's manageable once the rejection comes. But once you get rejected, try to turn that rejection into a win by learning from the rejection. So, so call center, usually when we open a promotion and open a job, we interview people and then we give feedback right away after, we give feedback for those uh, persons who got the job, and we actually give feedback for the people who didn't get the job so that they can learn from the interview process and learn from the application. So feedback is really important, um, because it turns rejections into wins. Like I said, rejection becomes a win if you learn from it. So so hopefully when you apply for work, and then your art style or art skill, your current skill level is not good enough for the project, hopefully when they send you a rejection letter, hopefully they are giving you feedback and reasons why you're not suited for the project. So what I'm getting from those rejections that I got was my style was not good enough, my skill level is not good enough, right? So I turned that into a learning activity, because if I really want to get that job, then I need to figure out ano ba yung what is the style that they're looking for and what's the skill level that they're looking for. So I'm gonna check and research about the client, check their company and the art that's being posted by that company. And then if I really want to land a job dun sa company na yun, I really have to capture the style that they're looking for. So therefore, I turned that rejection into a win. Now, if a rejection happens, pero the client or the employer didn't give you a feedback, um, I'd suggest asking for a feedback. Um, yeah, so be try to muster or try to get all the courage to reply to that rejection. Maybe thank them for the opportunity to apply, and then ask for a feedback. Just simply ask, how did the interview go, or what are the things that I may need to improve on my next application. Um, yeah, and hopefully the client or the employer will respond um, with with some advice or tips, right? So yeah, so if a rejection happens, try to turn it into a win by learning something from it. Um, uh, Getting rejected as an artist, I mean, your art actually has your soul in it. So nobody actually create or do art parang wala lang because they just like it. When you're creating something, you actually put your quote unquote soul into the piece. So na involved your personal tastes, personal preferences, your inspiration, motivation, your even your life experiences are on that, painting that you created. So if ever somebody rejects you for a job because your artwork, currently sucks, then there's no escaping from that feeling of being personally attacked. Kasi nga your work is something super personal, right? So it's kind of like siguro pag if you're applying for a modeling gig and the employer told you that you're not pretty enough or you're not guapo enough, then I bet it's somewhat the same. Um, so you can't deny the pain that you'll feel after that. Um, but I guess to really be able to deal with it and not let it linger too long, yung pain um, that you felt during the rejection is that um, just take yourself less seriously. Um, yeah, so the more you get rejections and the more often you turn them into wins by learning from them, it serves dual purpose. It calluses you um, from the pain of getting rejected. But the more you do it, the more you'll be used to it, and then the more you turn or the more you turn them into learning, the smarter you become. Um, so I guess one thing that I would like to share or suggest is don't shy away from rejection. Expose yourself to it, especially if you really want to achieve a certain goal, and there will be some and more rejections along that route, achieving your goal. So it's better to expose yourself through that rather than not pursuing it at all. Tama ba? Okay, that's it for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thought about how I deal with rejections. Hopefully you learn from it. It's close to the end of the video, so hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you do, please leave a like and comment away if you have any thoughts about the subject as well. I'd love to hear from you. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.